Hello and welcome to Braves Pregame Live, presented to you by JV Sports. I am your host, Jason Wills, and the Braves look to get a 4-game sweep against the St. Louis Cardinals here at Truist Park. Matthew Liberatore will be facing off against Spencer Strider as the big lefty at 6'5". Matthew Liberatore makes his 6th start while Strider makes his 7th after coming out of the pen in mid-May. We'll be going over everything from lineups to pitching matchups to splits, home and away, right up here on JV Sports in a couple minutes. Alright everyone, here we go. First, we're going to be looking at Liberatore's away stats. He's got 3 starts on the year. He's 0-1, an opponent batting average of .417, an ERA of almost 11. Now, that's a good sign, but it's not the greatest thing because Liberatore is also 2-0 at home. So, while his away splits might be deceiving, he's succeeded on his home mound, so we're not sure which Liberatore we're going to get tonight. It could be this struggling pitcher that's struggled in 3 starts on the road now, or someone that's been great at home. Braves they haven't faced him yet. No one has an at-bat against him, so none of them have seen him. We're not sure how the matchups are going to play. Just from looking at the stats, though, it should be pretty easy for this Braves team to get hits. They're hot. They've done well this series, got a lot of hits, 20 hits actually, to be exact. I think they'll jump all over him pretty quickly, like they have for 2 of the starters, not Mikolas last night, but the first 2 games of this series. Braves got out to early leads. I'm thinking that they can do that again tonight. Now for Spencer Strider and his home stats. In 3 starts, he's 1-0 in the game. He's got 3 starts and he's 1-0. He has a 2-1 record, including 2 relief appearances. He's 1-1 in those. And at home, Strider has a 3.81 ERA. And the past 2 starts for Strider have been great. Against the Dodgers, he went 6 innings. Don't think he gave up a run. And just last Saturday against the Reds, didn't give up a hit until the 5th and only allowed 1 run through 6 innings. He also hasn't faced the Cardinals in his career, so not sure how the matchups are going to face there. I think that Strider's going to succeed yet again, like he has been. His only blemish in the month of June was a Giants start. He went 3 2/3 and gave up 6 runs. That really shot his ERA up a bit, but he's brought that back down now to a 2.87 ERA. Now we're going to be bringing you the lineups. Starting off with St. Louis is Brendan Donovan leading off, playing third base. Juan Yepes out and right. Paul Goldschmidt playing first base. Nolan Arenado gets the night off defensively. He's DHing in the 4-hole. Nolan Gorman, the other Nolan, playing second. Lars Nootbaar is out in center. Connor Capel in left. Edmundo Sosa at shortstop. And Austin Romine catching. Now for the Braves lineup, we've got Ronald Acuna Jr. in right field, Dansby Swanson at short, Olsen at first, Austin Riley at third, homered 2 nights ago, Travis d'Arnaud catching, Ozuna DHing, Duvall is back in the starting lineup playing left field, Arcia at second base, and Michael Harris, the everyday center fielder, playing center field. Now we're just going to look at the averages and stats for both these lineups throughout the series. The Cardinals lineup is batting .295 with 21 hits and 71 at-bats, while this Braves lineup is batting only .263 with 20 hits and 76 at-bats, which isn't that big of a difference if you think about it, especially when the Braves have outscored St. Louis by a decent amount of runs. Yeah, outscoring them by 12 runs, 16-4 in the first 3 games of this series. That's average of a 4-run deficit, advantage each game so far. So I definitely think that will continue. And now we're just going to talk about some important things for this series. What I really want to see is Strider to just come in and be lights out like he has. Already talked about that a little bit. If Strider comes in and dominates with that fastball, uses his other pitches when he needs to, it's going to be hard for St. Louis to really get anything going. They've struggled offensively with runners in scoring position. They've been able to get hits, but it's been at bad times with 2 outs, no one on. And with runners in scoring position, they've been silent. So as long as Strider can keep the ball in the yard, he should be good. I think it would be great to see him go 6. I'm fine with 5 innings. Let the bullpen guys get some more reps. Let Matzik pitch. Will Smith, we saw him in the first game, and that was it. Just let some of the guys that haven't pitched much since the Red Series get a couple more innings in. You know, we had some bullpen struggles in that game. It would be nice to get them more reps, like I've been saying. All we need is for the offense to just put up a crooked number. That would be great. I mean, I'm fine with a close game that we win, but having a big offensive game tonight would be big just for pitching arms. Especially, we've got a ton of games in a row following this game. Let's see when the next Braves day off is. They don't have a day off until the All-Star break, so the most amount of rest that our top relievers get is very good to have. We don't want them burnt out by the Mets series starting next Monday, because that's going to be an important series for the division race going right into the All-Star break. Like I said, need the offense to succeed. Need Strider to go 5 or 6 innings. Only let up a couple run. Maybe shut them out. I'm fine with that. But looking for another Strider gem. Coming up next is Braves versus St. Louis here at Truist Park. Yet again, the Braves looking for a 4-game sweep. I'm your host, Jason Wills. Thank you for listening, and I will see you at Braves postgame live after the game.